bridge the multiverse, because that mills him fully. He needs to counter it, and then he needs to counter also the Jace. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we're playing Esper Control, but a different one. This is the new version that currently has the highest win rate in Esper in all standards. So we'll try it because it has Kotose, Bridge the Multiverse, Teferi. It's a little bit fresh and it uses Path of Peril and Knockout Blow. I mean, can you guess why? And you will see some crazy games today, so I think you will enjoy. So, if you want to see more Esper on the channel, you can do so by, you guessed it, subscribing, liking and sharing the video. The higher results the video gets, generally I, make more decks like this because it seems that you like those. So, yeah. That's it. Let's go into games and have fun, guys. I hope you will enjoy. I don't think we can fight with this hand. Definitely better. Alright. We just need to fish for black mana, because this will be some kind of aggro. And that's how we roll. Alright. the jumping crafting tower still here. Talia. Some original gameplay, never seen before so far. So how do we do it? I think we play Otawara, and then we think it is possible with Path of Peril on turn 4. If we draw a land, we can Eiganjo Talia. It's not a spell, so it doesn't get taxed, so that's pretty huge. We kinda hope that he won't play a 3-drop. Alright. Thanks to Talia, we literally cannot play spell. Let's hope it's not Knight. Perfect. Just keep the board at 2 converted mana cost and we will be friends. I mean, at least... kinda. Alright. And that's why paying 3 mana for a sweeper is so much better than paying 5 mana for a sweeper. And so yeah, that was the game. He will try to fight, he will get Talia back, but I think it's too late at this point. Especially that we can play Jace. Or we can just Path of Peril again. Some quality gameplay right there. Do we go for it? Yeah, because he can use the ability from the officer. And there's more. There's more. Adeline, man, he's having so much follow-up, it's crazy. This is the best chain of value you could ever hope for, to be honest. And I don't think it's enough. I mean, I'm really good at magic. That's my third sweeper by turn 6. So, is that enough? Do you scoop? A random planeswalker appears. Cause reasons. Alright. No? Yes. Alright, I smirk ya. And what happens? That was weird. Alright, but it worked. He should block, of course, right? But it means no board for him. Lifelink doesn't matter. We could go for Jace, but I much rather go for Emperor and create more pressure. But man, this guy is resilient. Like, his follow-up of, Extraction Specialist into Adeline is great because it's basically a mono-white haste creature. Probably the only one in Standard right now. Alright. Good for him. So he will fight, man. He will still fight. I think we're going for the Emperor anyway. Okay, let's go into the end step. Just to make sure he doesn't play 1-drop or something. And fortunately we can start attacking at least. With the blow we should be able to protect Emperor. So 4 and 3. Memory Deluge into the blow. That's the play. So, if that's the plan, we can start attacking. Man, what's up with the lag? He should probably block it, but I'm not fully sure. And, I'm not using the mental capacity to make his plays. But yeah, Adeline is insane because she not only has haste, but also gives some extra value. I think I will just trade. He wants to buff it and kill the Emperor probably. And then we capitalize by having Memory Deluge. I could also play Jace, but I want more instant value because one good card can absolutely win this game. Like, we can hit Voidront and just kill it. Alright. Let's see the target. It will be Talia. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Let's go for this. Alright. Bridge the Multiverse should be okay. Is 7-drop enough to beat aggro? And we have the flashback. I will go with the Lance. With Talia we probably want, you know, this 8 mana. So it means that the Emperor will die if he wants it. Because we won't be able... Man, that's the first time I see this Talia. It feels great. And I was sure the game is over after a triple sweeper, but a random Planeswalker and, you know, 2/1 cards really get him in the game. And let's see what the decision is. Probably correct. However, I still can bridge the Multiverse and really pump my board. Let's go with this guy. Let's see if he wants to trade. That's meaningful. Alright, so Talia is activated. What he doesn't know is that we'll have a lot of creatures now. Hopefully. Right? Because... Okay, my graveyard, good. So I have Emperor. I could hit Brutal Qatar and kill this. And that's actually pretty decent. Alright, so Emperor and this. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Let's live gain a little bit because Emperor will probably die if he wants. He can -2 this again to go around Brutal Qatar, but next turn we should be able to somehow double spell maybe. We'll see. Both have first strike, so he kinda needs to buff the Talia. I have to say, this guy is probably the most resilient aggro deck I have met so far. Like, he's really... Like, it doesn't feel like playing against aggro, it feels like playing against some weird control with creatures. But yeah, huge value. I think one of the reasons for this one is to have better matchup against Mono Red. Getting back Talia, they kill with play with fire, is insane advantage, probably game winning. Alright, we can kill this if we want. Alright, let's see. I'm really curious how he will play it out. Because it might be a Eiganjo, but I'm taking the risk. Good. Good. So. What are the cool cards? Nothing really. So I definitely play Mirex. I could go like this and still go for the blow. It's only 4 damage. I still think it's worth it. Let's go this. Man, the client is definitely doing great work so far. Let's go. We go full value. I don't want to pay life and I want more loyalty. And this really negates a lot of damage here. And let's see. If he attacks without buffing and he just +1, that's great. I fear he might -2. Alright, good. Good. That means Talia will die. And that's his last card. Even aggro deck should whiff at some point after half the deck. Man, we're fighting for half a deck with triple sweeper as an opening. Like Path of Peril into Sunfall. That's great. I kill you. And alright, that wasn't an instant, so it's not a Eiganjo. Good to know. Like, he would play it before, right? Yeah, somehow it felt like probably just another one, but you know what? I'll take it. So I can draw a card. First, let's... Man, this Elspeth really cost him a lot. Like, he can... Like, I think he needs to let it go. He can try to defend her with the... Oh, man. Talia? Is she really worth it? That's a free trade, man. Even with -2, we just can ignore this. So this will be the only creature. Do we get something? Like Adeline or Extraction Specialist? I don't have any targets here, right? Just to make sure. But man, this is lifelink. However, I am honestly not super scared. I think what I want is Adeline, because she's cool. And I will actually exile all the Adelines. What the threats are? Nothing really. You know, the standard deck that you have seen a million times. Well, Extraction Specialist is different. So if I played it before attacking, it would be a bit different, but you know, I think we did the job. Clear board, one Planeswalker. See, that's why defending her was not the right choice. Right now he has no potential to come back. I tell you, man, it's over. Yes, thank you. But I have to say, this guy fought like a lion, so props to him. Alright, we're against some kind of control. We have Jace. Let's pretend we have Make Disappear. He should know that Make Disappear doesn't hold the priority like this, but we'll see. And we have Jace on the play. However, he is ready with Make Disappear, so I don't think we can go into this. Drawing some sideboard cards in the one matchup, we don't need it. Perfect. That's how I like it. So we just keep playing stuff until we stop playing, you know, lands. We of course want to hit Memory Deluge. Union, sure. This is something you generally never counter because it's 3 mana, cycle a card. So, you know, it's like Raffine Tower basically. And let's keep playing lands and drawing bad cards for the matchup. That's my idea. So we have Voidrent and Edict, those are meaningful. Go for the Throat Blow, kinda does nothing. And he's just trying to get rid of the bad cards for the matchup and kinda, like, I'm not doing anything, I need Memory Deluge. So we are waiting until we're a good player and we hit Memory Deluge. That's a dead draw, so our opponent just time walked for free. Alright, he's only at 7 cards, so that's great. So we do it and we see what happens. We are behind. As you can see, missing land drops means we cannot dissipate. Look how much more he has. He has 10 mana, we have 6. So he nearly doubles us with just drawing better cards for the matchup. So it's not great. Here's the Mind's Place Apparatus, sure. So this is something we can Voidrent for sure. So, you know, we are starting to get there a little bit. But it's definitely not where we want to be. Playing lands, making creatures, trying to fish for a reaction, and let's see what happens. And let's see on the next turn. I don't want to fight now. The counter is not here yet, so we can Voidrent it. Of course it cannot be countered, but still, when you tap out, things happen. Things happen. And I want to mill him probably. This absolutely is devastating. It's one of the few ways Emperor can be answered card for card. Alright, this is something we need to try to fish for. If we can get Kaya into the board, I think there is a chance we win. This can deal 3 damage, so we need to keep it in mind. Bad card for the matchup. This and his hand must be insane. Let's try. At least we have 4 mana. It shouldn't matter too much, but at least double Make Disappear won't do it. Man, it's been such a hard day on the arena. Like, I scrubbed so many decks today, and every game is just like either mana screw or being on the draw. Man, like, I know you also had days like this. Okay, this is not the time. This is actually a very good card. One of the best for the matchups. This and Memory Deluge probably, but Memory Deluge, the point is that if you draw it so late, it actually stops meaning anything, because he will just dissipate it and I cannot protect it. So then you are starting to be really behind. So Mirrex probably can be even better. Okay, this is a good draw. This is something that really matters. Smork. Alright, pass the turn. Let's get rid of one of the bad cards. Also, it's 3 mana removal, it's very conditional, life gain doesn't matter, so go for the Throat is strictly better, even for like Samurais or stuff. So basically, thanks to Mirrex, see, he cannot pass the turns anymore. That's what Mirrex does to control. And yeah, like, he can theoretically pass, but it will stack, and it will be worse and worse until he cannot ignore it, and then he plays the Sunfall. Then, you know, you do it over again, and at some point, good things happen to you. Double Jace is our win con, or just single Kaya. So this should be Path of Peril, I believe. He didn't play Emperors so far. It might be, like, very often you switch Emperors to Mind Splice Apparatus, so it is possible he doesn't play her. And Poison is actually good because of all the life gain, so, you know, we kinda go around it. Alright, like, the game just got a little bit easier. Let's Smork and see what they're... Like, at this point he... Like, it's lethal on the next turn. Of course we won't kill him, but it's something he needs to start considering. And we have some interruptions, so we can force more mana than he wants to play. Alright. And that's why Voidrant is so good, man. Like, it's actually insanely meaningful. Otherwise I would need to waste counter spells on this stuff, and I would have not... Like, I wouldn't have enough counter spells, so I think we would lose if not Voidrants. Those are really helpful. Alright, I mean, I don't love it, but I'll take it. As expected, but you can see, suddenly, his amount of cards is getting lower and lower. And we are not fighting for the board clears because we want to have the other Wincons, you know, activated. Or to the Multiverse is something that definitely gets the reaction. Man, that was close. That was close. It's fine. No risk of, you know, happening. As you can see, the game started when we drew Mirrex. This is what got us a little bit ahead. We are not yet ahead, but we are slowly trying to get there. See, suddenly he feels the pressure. Suddenly he needs to respond to this, play stuff. Oh, I would love to get rid of this. Wait. He has only 2 mana. He has only 2 mana. So I can make sure that the Jace goes through. Then we show him that we play it. We could also go Kaya, but if he has, he definitely has a counter spell, I think. Breach is very similar, right? I think we just go with 1 Jace, because this means we can either activate Mirrex or play counter spell, and then we go blow for blow, you know? Of course, this has to be the first thing we do. And let's see the deck as well. Mind Splice, Silver Scrutiny, Syncopate. He should play 4 Syncopates, to be absolutely honest. I will play like this. So we are basically trying to get him from 2 sides, right? From the poison side and from the library side. This is literally Wincon right now. If we play this, we win the game instantly. I mean, if it doesn't get countered. So the rest of the gameplay is trying to tap him out. If we can tap him, that should be good enough. Alright. Okay, this is the part where the game gets interesting, but it's all thanks to this little Mirrex, man. If we didn't hit it, we would lose the game super hard. But with this and Jace, suddenly we have a lot of ways to try to actually fight for this win. That's 3. Alright. He has 12 cards to kill us. Like, this is another thing. He's on the timer already. And I will just make Mirrex tokens. If he wants to tap more, that's okay. He can do it, we are fully tapped. Perfect draw. This is absolutely insane, man. I don't think it's enough to do the play yet. But we'll just keep making Mirrex tokens. Don't forget, he needs to kill me. He needs to kill me. I didn't see a single Jace so far. How do you kill me? I don't know. Burn down the house? Not strong enough. Mirrex. Maybe he has similar plan like we do, but he plays less Mirrex, it feels. Like, it might be 1 or 2. So we will see. We should be ahead on the Mirrex wars. He has more cards, but you know, we're trying to get there. Sure, so he's trying to go with the Devils and try to block. Probably 1 or 2 will attack, rest won't. I kinda want to fight him on this. Just because if he taps fully, it's such a great deal for us. I don't want to win this, I want him to tap, because I already won here. Let's see, that is a risky play. I'm using my best card in the deck right now. And how many Dissipates I have? I should have a lot, right? Yeah, I have still 2 in the deck. To be fair, we are doing them accordingly. Alright, so he still needs to kill us. He is actually playing very smart, which makes it so much harder. He knows what can happen, and he knows that if we use one of the Jays, we are hoping for the second one. And I still have cheap counterspell. It won't be great, but it's kinda good enough, I think. And don't forget the poison. Oh my god, he's going to 9. He is actually going to 9. Alright. I think he's a little bit scared because he knows he tapped heavily. And now he's having sign of relief. I won't be able to kill the... Oh, I can. I can merge the token after the Sunfall. He definitely has a Sunfall. But he still needs to kill me. 10 turns to go. That's a good one. I like it. I can tap him for 4. Do I want to do it? He definitely wants to pay, but it's just 4 mana. It's enough for a counter spell still. And Breach the Multiverse can be enough, right? Alright, I think I know. I think I know how you play it. That's harsh. Oh, he also needs to block the Mirex, because they cannot block, and he's at 9. That is impactful. That is actually pretty huge. That means another spell. And he doesn't want to do it, but he has to. Alright, very cheap way to do it, unfortunately. I could make disappear, but then there's no point, of course. Alright, you got me. I will do it just to be mana efficient, you know? And maybe he will react. I don't think he will, but maybe. I don't see any coincidence here. Or similarities, I should say. Alright. Breach the Multiverse, because that mills him fully. He needs to counter it, and then he needs to counter also the Jace. So he needs a lot of counter spells, but it is possible he has those. I need more mana. I need 2 mana more. This is what we missed, because I would make a token and make disappear this, and I would win. Oh boy. And if I tap him, I lack 1 mana for Jace. I could play it for 3 loyalty and just force him to kill me on 1 turn. Oh man, so many ways, but it's not working. Alright, it's getting interesting. It's definitely getting interesting. Land is great, it's 20% of his whole value in the end. And he still needs to answer another Mirex. Curse. Alright. Oh, he actually means it. I was sure that he has like 3 counter spells in the hand and he's like, yeah, you lost. But yeah, indeed, this won us the game. He didn't have card that answers it at instant speed, I think. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. We will see if that's an aggro deck. Easy. Alright, not a mono red though. I think we'll play like this. We will... Alright. I think I have the strategy. So 3, 4, 5. I know, crazy. But the point is, I think... Okay, we won. I know, it's as easy as this. We actually won this game, I think. He lost too much tempo already. He needed 2-drop, and Veteran is already weak 1-drop. And yeah, like he's not doing it. And now we have Void Rend together with the Blow, and Blow not only kills a creature, but also gains you life. So this is the missing piece to, you know, hit the Sunfall. I don't care. Like, he can hit me for 2 damage a turn, I'm fine with it. I'm not even playing stuff, man. Alright, now we have Nearly Emperor. We can go with Memory Deluge, I guess. So we can hit the white land. I think this blue mana does something and he wants me to play into it. And I won't be playing into it. Memory Deluge. And we are getting more and more ahead. Now we have Emperors from the next turn onwards. We need to hit the white source, of course. See? And he kinda blew it. Like, the point with Sentinel is not that you just play... You know what? I'll take it. This will be the weirdest one. Let's go for the Fraud. Go for the Fraud because it's super efficient. I nearly played the wrong land. However, I'm really good at Magic, and that's how you not play this deck. I know he wanted extra pressure, but like 2-1 is not enough pressure. Like, you want to at least get 2-4-1 on something. This would make my Sunfall much harder. And he's trying to get there, but I think it's too late. I don't have the second white mana somehow with what? Man, I actually hit only 1 white land in what, like 8? That's actually insane, but I don't think it will, like, you know... let's do it now, actually. You know what? I'm ahead. I can just play like this. I don't want him to play a land and get the Recruiter. Like, I will sweep the board manually. If that's what I have to do. And Wedding Announcement is okay, but super slow. And we have Memory Deluge, he cannot attack into the... Man, the Sunfall token is huge. Especially for like control decks. Oh, you ain't having soldiers in your... Man, he could just reveal it. Oh boy. Like, all he needs to do is reveal and he would have 1 extra mana. Even if he doesn't use it, it is meaningful. We will make cool plays. I don't want to... Oh, I thought it's blue. Of course, he just forgot to play the thing. But it's still fine. Let's see. This cannot block, but it can, you know, try to hope for blocks and to trade against something. He won't be able to do it, right? It's 5 mana, yeah. So 2 more turns before he do it, or he does it, and then we Sunfall. Oh, that's not what you want. Let's see. And now we have all the mana in the world, right? So, see, this is the kind of the point. With this token, we are able to casualty without losing any board, and he's out. So, his opening was messy. I don't like Wedding Announcement in aggro decks, especially like this, because with Wedding Announcement, you won't be adding to the pressure at all if you are attacking. So, you know, it's just a different type of card. Alright guys, after the games we had some epic ones today, I hope you enjoyed them, and yeah, this, as mentioned, is the best deck right now in Standard for Esper, and I was a little bit surprised. I didn't expect Kotose and Bridge the Multiverse on top of so many Planeswalkers, but probably the secret is in the sideboard cards, the Blow and the Path of Peril, and you know, we don't play Cut Downs, which is also pretty interesting, and this is because of the Path of Peril. Cut Down is designed to hit 1-drops and 2-drops, exactly the same as Path of Peril. So basically you want to, you know, sweep everything that happened in this part of the game, and then you just go 1-for-1 for the rest of the game. You still play triple Sunfall, and you have this, you know, small life gain from the Knockout Blow. Of course, this will be your 1-drop against Mono-Red, which is the idea. And yeah, for damage that also gains life is great. You need to be careful about Feldon. That's not the card you really want to hit, and if they open Kumano, that's what you will have to hit. So, you know, not perfect as always, but it's Mono-Red. Like, they have some pretty good cards right now. And with that being said, we have Dissipate. We don't really go into, you know, those soft counter spells. We make sure that every counter spell we have counts, which can pair with 4 Atraxas, for example, so that should give you a big edge. Bridge in the Multiverse into double Jays. I have to say that I kinda like this idea. I'm still a little bit surprised that we have so many 7-drops, but it seems to be working. Probably thanks to Teferi Celestus a little bit as well. We have a lot of life gain, a lot of early game removal, so we kinda try to make sure that we survive, and if we hit the right cards, we can absolutely go into the 7 mana late game. Double Mirex is on the low side. You can try to up it to 3 if you are facing a lot of control decks. So I was happy with this version. It kinda helped us regain some rank, so it should work for you as well. And yeah, it's a real contender. It has a little bit of everything against every meta deck. It has a lot of sweepers and early game pressure, and also a lot of value in case of, you know, decks like Atraxa, 5-card control, especially the ones that cannot counter spells that, you know, bridge the multiverse and Jace, instantly get the value. So yeah, pretty good deck, very versatile and pretty fun to play, and honestly super glad to see Kotose in the meta deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and yeah, see you tomorrow.